Hello, my name is Chelsea Nordstrom, and we're going to discuss the land use land cover change across Anne Arundel County, Howard County, and Prince George's County in Maryland. Maryland is considered the fifth most dense populated state in the country, with 6.2 million acres of land and approximately 5.7 million people living on it. This land is divided into residential and public infrastructure, agricultural, forested, and conserved lands. Since 1973, 1.6 million acres, roughly 27%, of Maryland's total lands have become developed. Of that 1.6 million acres, 1 million acres were lost forest and farmland. From 1973 to 2010, the percent change in acreage of developed land is 154%, when the population change was only an increase of 39%. This shows a huge excess of developed lands throughout Maryland, with the most developed land being comprised of Anne Arundel County, Howard County, and Baltimore County. First, we will start in Anne Arundel County. Anne Arundel County is along the west side of the Chesapeake Bay. The land use change difference from 1973 to 2010 was an increase of 22% developed lands. This came with a loss of 15% forested lands and 7% agricultural lands. The first area in Anne Arundel County that shows the change in land use land cover is the Severn and Fort Meade area. We can see over time that more residential and commercial areas are expanding out. If you look towards the bottom right of the screen, we can see Interstate 97 being built. This interstate has major changes through the city of Severn, and if you follow 97 north, we can see Route 32 being built as an exit onto 97 to the west. Following Route 32 to the west, we can see the change of road directionality into a curved circle around Odenton, Maryland. If we follow up 97 north as it expands, we can see Route 100 being built to the west in a curved circle through Severn, Maryland. Route 100 connects to Route 295 in the northwestern corner, and 295 goes south and connects to Route 32. This created a massive square around these towns, allowing easy access to anywhere in the state. I live in Severn, so this was very convenient for me when I was learning to drive. Another city in Anne Arundel County that shows change is in the Bowie area. When we watch the time lapse, we can see again the expansion of residential development around the main city of Bowie in the middle. But if you look closely in the middle of Bowie, Route 450 was built through Bowie as an easier way to access the city for the residents. Next, we will go to Howard County. Howard County is connected to the northeastern side of Anne Arundel County. The land use change difference from 1973 to 2010 was an increase of roughly 30% developed lands, incurring a 25% loss of agricultural land and 5% loss of forest. One of the cities in Howard County that showed the most change was the Columbia area. In the time-lapse video, we can see the increase in development of lands. If you look closely, you can see each dead end in some of the new residential neighborhoods. The road running northwest through the frame that is being built is a continuation of Route 32. If you look a little northeast, there are two roads running parallel that are being built around the same time. The furthest one north is the continuation of Route 100, and the smaller one below that is Route 175. Both of these have curves in them to go around previously built residential neighborhoods. All three of these roads connect Fort Meade and Severn to Columbia, Maryland. Finally, we're going to go to Prince George's County. Prince George's County is south of Howard County and southwest of Anne Arundel County. The land use change difference from 1973 to 2010 was roughly a 20% increase in developed land while losing 10% agricultural lands and 10% forested lands. One city that shows change is in Laurel. Although the city is fairly built up, the roads being built in this time lapse are extraordinary. We can see a road being built in the southwest corner showing a wave of color. That is the inter-county connector, or Route 200, that connects Route 1 from Laurel directly to Interstate 370 in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Even with the surrounding developments, there is one area in Prince George's County, Maryland that has roughly no changes. Founded in 1936, the Patuxent Research Refuge has become a safe haven for national wildlife through their mission of conserving and protecting habitat with ecological management practices. This is the only national wildlife refuge that still supports wildlife research, which is mostly conducted by the United States Geological Survey. This area has grown in size since being established, from 2,670 acres to 12,841 acres, encompassing defense and agricultural lands that were no longer in use. In the time lapse, we can see the changes of the refuge through the seasons as we watch the rivers, lakes, and ponds pulse up and down with water. The only developmental changes to the property were the more extensively shown trails and the newly expanded visitor center that can be seen as a square towards the middle of the property. Overall, this video shows the land use land cover changes across select areas of Maryland from 1984 to 2012. The information I have is 2 years older than the video, but current information would probably show an increase in areas lost to development. These changes are mainly from forest and agricultural to developed lands. With the resolution of this time lapse, I am not able to describe in detail the individual changes over time. We can see the roads over time being built and the expansion of developed lands, but few key characteristics can be seen from this resolution. If you would like to learn more about the land cover changes in Maryland, there is an interactive map at http://www.mdp.state.md.us. Thank you so much for watching this video and have a good day.